Good evening, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we give you a quick update of stories that we're working on for you right now. We're on various platforms, our website, our apps, and our social media platforms. I want to point out a big story we're on top of right now. This is just into the newsroom at WTOC, a large police presence in Port Wentworth. This is a picture that our photographer Jonathan Godwin sent in. This is on Coastal Highway in Port Wentworth. There is a very heavy police presence right now. We are working to confirm more information at this time. The early reports is that police are responding to a shooting. Again, we are working to gather more details. Like I said, our photographer Jonathan Godwin is there. He sent us this picture. WTOC has a reporter on the way as well to this scene. As soon as we get any more information, we will let you know details. Again, for those of you just now joining us, we have reports of a very heavy police presence on Coastal Highway in Port Wentworth. Early reports are that there are a shooting. We are still working to gather information about how many people are involved, if the shooting involves an officer. So as soon as we get that information, we will let you know. Again, I've got a lot of questions coming in. A lot of people saying I'm praying for our law enforcement officers, people saying what happened. Again, this is a picture. All we know right now is that there's a very heavy police presence on Coastal Highway in Port Wentworth. Early reports are that there is a shooting. Right now, we're working to find out how many people are involved and if a law enforcement officer was also involved. So as soon as we get that information, we will pass it along to you and let you know. We do expect to learn more within the next hour or so. We will update our website like we normally do, but The News at 11 will have the most up-to-date information. You can also expect a live report from that scene. Also, switch in, WTOC has learned the first lawsuit linked to last weekend's shooting at the tournament in Jacksonville has been filed. Lawyers for Jacob Mitch say the Jacksonville landing was not as safe as it should have been. The lawsuit also says that local officials did not provide proper security for that event. 24-year-old David Katz allegedly shot and killed two people in the back of a restaurant, then took his own life. Well, you guys know that Friday night means high school football in this area, and one local school actually starting the evening on a somber note. Danielle Lawan has that story.
Romney, tonight this community is pulling together under these Friday night lights after they have lost one of their own. 16-year-old Michael Mugridge passed away earlier this week after a 10-month battle to a rare form of cancer. I don't know if you can see behind me white shirts filling into this stadium. This is all in support of Michael. His mom will also be here tonight, and on The News at 11, I'll bring you these very special moments from this football game at May River High School.
All right, so we know that that's one game, but there are many others that we have a whole team of people covering out tonight. Let's get a heads up on what you can expect tonight on WTOC in the End Zone.
All right, got a lot coming up tonight. First of all, Jake Wallace sitting right here. Jake is working on a nice story for 6 o'clock tonight on Calvary's two defensive, what do you want to call them, juggernauts?
Yeah,
I mean,
good word.
They're living off, Calvary's living off these guys. We're covering Calvary tonight. Calvary is playing against the Island Sharks. Cavaliers are 1-0. Johnson is at Savannah Country Day. Savannah Country Day coming off a big win last week. Big game around here, though, of course, is Wayne County. Wayne County's home to Richmond Hill. Really interested to see how that one comes out. That's just 3 of about 20 games. I'd say 20 games, right? Got 3 of about 20 games we'll be covering tonight. Tomorrow, college football season. We're anxious to see what Georgia Southern does because it's the first Chad Lunsford team from day one. See, people calling in, wanting to know what's going on right now. And then you've got Georgia. I'll be headed up to Georgia with Tim Guidera. Georgia is home to, who we got? Austin Peay. Yes, big Austin Peay. And, of course, Georgia Tech, the same thing. Georgia Tech has Alcorn State, the Braves coming in to the Flats. That's what we have coming up in sports.
And WTOC now has an End Zone podcast that you can listen to, highlighting all of the scores and top games and players of the week from both college, high school, and even the NFL. It features the entire WTOC sports team. You can listen to that podcast by heading to our website, WTOC.com, and the WTOC News app. Just click on the sports tab. All right, you guys, I have some of you who joined us a little bit late wanting to know what our top story is, asking for details, so I'm going to go back to that. There's a large police presence right now in Port Wentworth. This is on Coastal Highway. We have confirmed, of course, via our photographer, Jonathan Godwin, who is there. He sent us this picture. There is a very heavy police presence in the area. We have some early details, but we're still working to get that confirmed right now. We know that there is a reported shooting. Again, we know a little bit more details, but we're going to hold off on reporting them until we're able to get that confirmed from Port Wentworth Police. But again, this is a picture you're looking at on Coastal Highway of a scene there with a heavy police presence. We are having a reporter head to the scene right now. As soon as she's able to confirm the preliminary details that we know, we'll pass them along to you. The reason we're not passing them on to you right now about how many people are involved and if an officer is involved is because, again, we're still working to confirm that absolutely. So as soon as we have that, we will let you know. Of course, you can always stay in the loop on our website, WTOC.com, and our social media pages. That is where we, of course, will update you on the very latest information. Again, if you join us tonight on the News at 11, you'll also get the latest information on that story. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a safe and happy holiday weekend, guys.